My guests on the Culture Crawl this morning are Bob Fox from the Modern Gallery and Stan Wiederspan from his Wiederspan Gallery. Gentlemen, thanks for being here today.
Pleasure.
And since you both operate art galleries, it's probably not going too far out to think that perhaps we're going to talk a little bit about art.
You've got it.
And we are. We're going to talk about the Gallery Walk, which is coming up here in about a week. And I think the Gallery Walk is, gallery walks in general are cool because they are a time when, you all get together. Of course, you're all involved in art, but at some level, you're also kind of competitors. But you get together and put aside competition for a night and kind of put it out there so that the rising tide kind of lifts all the boats. How long has the Gallery Walk been going on?
It's been going on a good number of years, actually, and we missed the last two because the whole gallery scene in Cedar Rapids has been changing. So it's going to be a new experience this time, and we're all looking forward to it. And it's on Friday, October 17th from 5 to 8 o'clock.
Besides your two galleries, who else is involved?
Well, my gallery is the veteran of the group. Otherwise, there are 4 new galleries that are coming into the scene. Those include the Art Cellar, which is located across from Coe College in the Purple House. There's the new Corner House, which is under new management and ownership, and it's out on First Avenue at about 33rd Street. Then there's the Gilded Pear, which is right downtown on 3rd Avenue at 8th Street, and the Modern Gallery, which is also on 3rd Street at
3rd Avenue.
3rd Avenue, yes. I'm sorry, 3rd Avenue at 7th Street. And then my gallery, which is still in its location out on Mount Vernon Road at 34th Street.
So unlike, unfortunately, some places can have their gallery walk where many of the galleries are, within walking distance. This is more of a gallery drive.
It's a gallery drive, but it's a great social night out. It's like a progressive party, actually. People love doing it. It's a fun time, and they get to see great art.
And as I said, even though, technically, because you all operate art galleries, you're technically in competition, each of our galleries in the area does specialize kind of in some separate things. So you're really not competitors per se because everybody kind of has their area of expertise.
No, we're all a pretty friendly batch.
Right.
Everybody knows everybody. It's a small community, and everybody has, the people they represent and the type of art they show. And, some people are more into selling art, and some of us are into framing more, but I do show some art. So everybody's got their specialty. Everybody has kind of their clientele.
Their niche, but this is an opportunity to get to know what's going on at some of the other galleries.
See what everybody has, and, talk about art, look at art. It's a wonderful time. Now,
Bob, you mentioned that a lot of what you do is framing, although you do have some original art. Stan, can you give me a little bit of a thumbnail sketch of kind of the areas of expertise of your gallery and then, maybe the other galleries that are participating too?
Well, I think Bob will somewhat be specializing in photography, but the other galleries will have a range of things from the typical drawing, painting, etching, ceramics, sculpture, jewelry. There's a broad range of things, but each gallery sort of has its own personality, which makes it really interesting. And as Bob says, we are actually all very friendly with each other. We often cooperate on projects, and so it's a very, very nice group.
Sure, I'm kind of playing up the competition here thing just for the sake of a good story, but I know you guys are friends, and you're friends, and you use all the galleries support each other a lot all the time, not just during gallery walk season.
Exactly, and I think the thing that we've learned from the past gallery walks, by the way, I should say, the gallery walk this time is renamed the Cedar Rapids Art Gallery Night.
Oh, okay. That takes off that walk
right.
part that is not a walk at all.
Right. It has the new name and a new group of galleries. But people love doing it. It's a very freely social affair, and people do go to all of the galleries, and there's time to get around. And so in addition to getting to see great original art, it's a nice party time.
And I know that pretty much everybody has some refreshments and some special things going on too. So you're not going to be hungry or thirsty.
No.
Yeah, I think each gallery does their own thing in that regard, but people like doing it. And I think having missed a couple of them, we need to remind people, we're starting all over again, and it's a new group of people, and I think a very exciting time.
Well, as you said, it is. There are 4 new galleries that are open that maybe people have not had a chance to take advantage of. The other thing about the gallery walk or gallery night is that it's very low pressure. While it would be delightful if people walked in and dropped $3,000 or $4,000 in art, it's there's a big crowd of people. It's not intimidating.
Right.
People can walk in. They can get something to eat. They can wander around without kind of feeling the pressure that we sometimes feel when we walk into a store feeling, I got to make my choice. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I got to buy something, and then I got to go.
I think that's right. And what experience has suggested is that people might see something that night, and the next day they keep thinking about it, and then they'll return at their leisure. So you're correct. There's no pressure involved in the thing. It's just very leisurely. But it's a very nice time of year to go out and do this thing. All the cultural events are getting started again in the fall. So we're very excited about it.
Well, it sounds like a fun night. Talking about the Cedar Rapids Gallery Night, which is coming up a week from tomorrow, the 17th at galleries around Cedar Rapids. You make a good point about people coming in and seeing something and then having to chew on it for a while. Right. I mean, that's how people buy art. And maybe if you haven't bought a lot of art, you haven't really thought about that.
You want a relationship with the artist.
But people, you walk in and you see something you kind of like, and you have to chew on it for a while. That's part of what makes buying art different than buying a lamp.
Well, and the one thing that occurs, and I always think this sounds like you're just doing a sales pitch. Somebody will see something and say, I'm going to think about it, and then somebody else comes along and buys it, and the first person misses out. I have seen that happen many, many times, but you're right.
And this is a case where you just can't go in the back room and bring out another one.
Many times that's the case, because these are all original, unique pieces, Mm-hmm. So if you see it and like it, it's good to make a decision,
or at least set it back with your name on it.
There you go.
Talking with Stan and Bob from the galleries about the upcoming Cedar Rapids Gallery Night. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in today. So again, it is a week from tomorrow, Friday the 17th. What are the hours?
5 to 8 o'clock, all free.
And there is a Facebook page.
Okay.
Cedar Rapids Art Gallery Night. So go to it. You can find all the locations, a little more information about who's showing what, and what's going on.
Excellent. Well,
maps,
it's
too.
And maps.
Yeah.
And maps are kind of important
yes.
because while, fortunately most of the galleries are located along major streets and places maybe that hopefully people pass by, even if they haven't taken advantage of stopping in, it is always helpful when you have to get in the car to know where you're going. So, well, good luck with it. Sounds like a great time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.